Hi there, my name's Aaron Short and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the 5 best cover songs you can play at your gigs. So a little bit of background here. I studied music performance at university in England and I've been singing and playing guitar for a little over 30 years and I've been playing professionally for the last 20 years. I now live in America and that has influenced some of my song choices. But I've found over the years that there are just some songs that always work really well at gigs. I'm going to share these with you today, and they are all kind of beginner to intermediate level. So whether you're starting out on your musical journey or you've been playing for years, then you should definitely try these songs out. If you want to help me out, then please consider subscribing to my channel. It's free to do, and also hit the like button on this video. It really does help a lot. Let's get started. The first song and the strongest song for me, Take Me Home Country Roads by John Denver. He actually wrote this with 2 other songwriters and he released it in 1971 and it became one of his most popular songs, of course. Everyone loves this song. The original version is played fingerstyle in A major. I like to strum and sing it in G to give it more power and drive. You could also do both ways if you want. You could start fingerstyle and then build it by strumming the choruses later on. It's also easy to transpose this one. I do it in G for my range and my voice. But if you've got a higher voice than me, you could do it in A. You could easily take it up to C, or you could lower it to F or E if you need to as well. It's pretty easy to do, depending on your vocal range. And it's just a great, feel-good, heartwarming song. A tip from me here that elevates it to an even higher level. On the penultimate chorus or the last chorus, stop playing completely and just clap your hands. That abrupt change in the mood just always catches people's ear. And I find at gigs when you start clapping, don't overdo it, but when you start clapping in a song, the people will just naturally join in and clap with you. Country roads. And encourage them to sing as well. When you're just clapping and singing and asking people to sing, they will, and that creates an amazing atmosphere. They always do it, and it always really brings everyone together. It always works and lights up any room. That is my number 1. Okay, next up, Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison from 1967. Do you do this one already? It's another great sing-along because, like I always say at the gig, there are no words. It's just sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-di-da. It's also upbeat, so people like to dance to the song and they really get into it. Something fun I do here is I'll change the lyric depending on the people in the audience to Green-Eyed Girl, Blue-Eyed Girl, etc. You can have some fun with that as well, depending on whose event it is. Green-eyed girl, a blue-eyed girl, a brown-eyed girl. Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles was released just 2 years later, Peace and Love, in 1969. This is probably the hardest song to play, but it's very doable. It's an open D shape. You're using the capo. And I love the fact it uses the capo because the pitch is so much higher. It just stands out from other songs. It's a nice break for people's hearing, I find. And it's just a really rewarding song to play. And it sounds fresh too. Like the previous song, it has the do-do-do-do, so no words, so very easy to join in and sing along. I also just think this is one of the greatest examples of songwriting there ever has been. So this is my favorite Beatles song. I'm also a huge fan of George Harrison. This is also great because it's using the capo. You can very easily lower the key or raise the key just by moving the capo around. So that can work to your advantage as well. Alright, Wonderwall by Oasis. This song is a little overdone, but I think it's been such a popular standard for so long that people still like to hear it. And even if they don't, they'll sing along regardless. I've been playing this one since it was released in 1995, and I still like playing it. It's also a great one to loop at the end and hint at the piano riff. If you loop that last chorus, you can use some open strings to hint at the piano riff, and it sounds really nice when those notes ring out over the chords with the looper. The last song could go to several songs, of course. I can think of a few now, but I'm going to choose a bit of a wild card for the last one. Blister in the Sun by the Violent Femmes was released in 1983. And it's an interesting song and not one that people talk about often, but it always works, in my experience. People know it well enough to know the clapping part, and that's the main thing here. If for some reason they don't know it, you could loop the intro riff and then teach it to them, which is fun as well because your guitar's playing from the loop and you're teaching the clapping part with your hands. It's kind of cool. You can clap into the microphone. I just think it's so catchy and rewarding when they do get it that they keep doing it, and it's just really fun. The lyrics are certainly different, but I find it good to have some quirky songs depending on the occasion, of course. Looking back at all these songs, there's definitely a pattern. They're mostly upbeat and positive with catchy but simple hooks that people can participate in with little effort. I believe this is why these songs tend to work almost all of the time, if not all of the time. There are definitely some songs that I would like to add to the list. If you'd like me to make a follow-up video with these, then let me know in the comments below. And if you have any songs that always work for you, please share them in the comments below as well. Maybe I'll make a list of the top 5 songs suggested to me by the community, as well as other lists of songs that work well for specific events and gigs. Thanks for watching this. I really enjoyed making this video. And if you got something out of it, please subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you in a future video soon. Take care and be well. Bye-bye.